CBS 19 is a proud partner of the Caldwell Zoo. I recently got a chance to get up close and personal with one of the most fragrant animals in the animal kingdom. But are they really as smelly as everyone says? Take a look. Well, today I'm glad we're on television and not smell-o-vision. We're joined by one of what is considered the stinkiest creatures of the animal kingdom. I'm joined by Allison Lupke, keeper of mammals, and Michelle Shockley, supervisor of mammals. And Allie, I will let you introduce the star of the show here.
This is our male skunk. His name is Steeler, and we actually have two here at the zoo. Amelia is actually back in their habitat, so Steeler can do a little training.
The skunk smell. Does it really live up to all the hype?
Oh yes, it does. I would describe it as a punch in the face, and it's very sulfuric, but I'm sure anyone else who's also smelled a skunk can tell you that you never really forget what it smells like.
Why do skunks spray like that?
For these guys, that's their main form of defense. In the wild, they would use it to defend against predators. If you get caught and you have no other way to get away, they're gonna blast that stinky spray right at whatever is attacking them so they can make a quick getaway.
Well, I'm sure that it is a very effective defense mechanism. Do we have skunks here in the Piney Woods?
We do. These guys are striped skunks. They are native to North America and definitely found in this area.
So if you do happen to run into a skunk here in the Piney Woods, what's the best course of action? And if you do get sprayed, tomato juice?
To answer your first question, the best course of action is to just leave them be. They are wild animals, and to lessen any chance of getting sprayed, if you leave them alone, they're probably more scared of you than you are of them. As for tomato juice, that's actually a myth. It doesn't get rid of the skunk smell, it just masks it. A better course of action would be hydrogen peroxide and baking soda.
Good to know. Well, I heard that you guys are doing some training here at the Caldwell Zoo. Can you explain what you guys are doing?
So right now what Michelle is doing with Steeler is targeting. Basically she has this little bright ball on a stick, and if she puts it down, she'll ask him to target, and if he boops his snoot to it, then he gets a nice little treat.
What's the purpose of this?
Here at the zoo, we use targeting for a lot of different reasons. In this case, it's getting him to move from one place to another. He knows that he's gonna always get a treat when he touches his nose to that ball, so we could move him onto a scale, we could move him into a crate.
And if guests want to come see training like this, I know we're behind the scenes now, but is that something they can see?
Yes, occasionally we will do training sessions in the habitat with both of our skunks. So anytime you're passing by, if you see people in the exhibit, you can always ask if they're going to be doing any training. We're more than happy to answer any questions about training, about these guys. And sometimes you might even catch them doing a weigh-in session with them or just standard targeting.
So cool. And if people want to come see the skunks not being trained, what is the best way for them to do that, and where should they kind of look?
Honestly, my recommendation is if you get here right when we open, that's usually when they are the most active, because these guys are nocturnal. And then if you're looking at the exhibit, we actually have two little hides. During the day, that's where they're more likely to be found because they're sleeping.
So exciting. If you want to come to the Caldwell Zoo and meet Steeler here, you can. He's in the North American section. You turn right after the entrance.
Did you ever think you'd be that close to a skunk?
I did not. I was quaking in my boots a little bit.
Did he spray you?
You got me, Mariah.
I knew
no.
it. I knew there was an odor to you. I'm kidding. Super interesting though. I never really took the time to like learn extra about skunks besides the smell.
I didn't know either, but yeah, he was so cute, and it was so cute to watch him do his little, he was kind of stomping around his habitat there.
I loved it.
And he was such a good boy as they were training him. So shout out Steeler.
Yes. All right, you guys, we'll see you guys after the break.